6 in a story you'll only see on WSLS. 10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett answers a question nagging every parent. How young is too young to leave your kids home alone?
A tough question that every parent has a different answer for. Is my child old enough to leave home alone?
Probably under the age of 10 is probably a little bit young. I know that my comfort zone really falls a little bit beyond that.
When is it safe?
Child care sometimes becomes the area that families choose to save money on, but in the long term it may end up being something that costs more by trying to save a few dollars.
What are the laws?
In Virginia, there is no law that specifies a specific minimum age where children can be, self-supervising or left alone at home.
And how do I know if my kids are ready?
Now that they are getting closer to that age, we definitely do observe them, make sure that we think they will be ready, and we have that right as their parents to say, no, you're not.
Tonight on 10 News at 6, hear why parents say they struggle with the decision and what experts say about the right age to leave your kids home alone. In Roanoke, Lindsay Kennett, 10 News, working for you.